Hey Ram fans, Krista Fillinger here with Fordham Softball's Bridget Orchard. Coach, over the past 2 weeks you've gone 7-4, some good wins but also some tough losses. How would you grade the team's performance?
Right now, they're gritty. We're faced with a lot of adversity. Unfortunately, we had some sicknesses and some injuries, and we're hit with a lot of adversity, and we're kind of grinding through it and see how they battle. But I think right now they're finally finding a groove and ways to overcome some of that stuff.
Since Ryan last spoke to you a few weeks ago, you've had changes all over the field. How do you feel about the changes that you have been making?
I feel like it's kind of my job to I have all the pieces, and now it's trying to kind of put them together and see what clicks and see what's working for us. And so right now we're still trying to, make up for some of our injuries and sicknesses that have happened. But the girls are really gutting it out and they're grinding it, and we do have the depth that people have played different positions. So now it's just a matter of getting comfortable with each other.
And Coach, you already know what an impact Maddie Shaw has had this year. How big has she been for the team now?
She's huge. Like I said, somebody that can play every position on the field pretty much other than pitcher right now. She's been everywhere for us, and she's just that kid that brings that passion and energy, and she's just going to go all out no matter where she is, and that's the type of player that we want to have on the field.
Is that something that you knew you were getting out of her when she came to Fordham?
Yeah, absolutely. She's been that way since she's been in high school. We were following her travel ball. She's the type of kid that's just going to run through a wall.
And Coach, yesterday you scored between both games in the doubleheader against St. Bonaventure, 35 runs. What is it like to have everyone contributing?
Well, that was awesome. It was something that we expected to see earlier on. We know we were a good hitting team. We keep talking about it. Teams are going to come out ready to fight us, ready to come after us. We really have a target on our back. We talked to them a lot about everybody's going to bring their A game against us, and we got to show up and we got to be ready to play. And I feel like earlier we weren't doing that. I think yesterday we really showed a lot of fight. Bonnie's went up on us, and we came back and put up a 10 spot, so it was huge.
And Coach, more specifically yesterday, the big news being that you scored a school record 23 runs. Sydney Canessa went 6 for 6, 8 RBIs. How good was that feeling coming off of the field?
I think that was great. It's a long trip up to St. Bonaventure, and it was great to see our bats come on. Sydney Canessa moving up to that one spot and really, taking a hold of that, and again going 6 for 6, hitting a grand slam to kind of put, cherry on top there. I think she came out playing hard. The team feeds off of her energy and her success, so I think that was great for her, but also as our team as a whole.
And now going into this weekend, in the next few weeks, you have some tough opponents. You have George Washington, Dayton. Let's focus on George Washington. They have a potential Rookie of the Year candidate. They've always been a strong opponent. So what is it like to prepare for them?
Right now we're just trying to play our game. We're really not worrying about who we're playing as much as far as, getting ourselves comfortable with each other with the positions that we're playing. Today we're going to work a lot on defense and just regularly, get back to the fundamentals, the ground balls, the fly balls, and really just getting comfortable. But we haven't really done a whole lot as far as who we're playing. We just got to make sure we make all the plays.
How's the team feeling now, heading into the final part of the season? What are the emotions like?
I think they're really excited. Like I said, they've been here before. They've done this. They've faced adversity a lot, so it's not easy and it's a grind, but they've done it before. When their backs are against the wall, they really always seem to rise to the challenge. So I think our experience should come into play here. The fact that they've done it before, that they know what it takes. They know it's not easy, but I think that that's what's going to make our story really great.
Best of luck this weekend.
Great. Thank you.
I'm now joined by senior outfielder Sydney Canessa. Sydney, if I told you in the beginning of the season that you would have a game where you went 6 for 6 with a grand slam and 8 RBIs and the team would score 23 runs, what would you tell me?
I would think that it would be a dream.
So what was that like accomplishing that yesterday?
It was awesome. Recently Coach moved me around from the 2 and 3 spot into the leadoff spot. So ultimately my goal is to get on base and do whatever I can for my team in order to start the momentum and set the tone for our team. And yesterday I just, look to do whatever I can to help us get back on track. We've been having a little bit of a lull there with our games in the past, so I just want to do whatever I could to get our team back in the right direction.
And during the season, a lot of the freshmen have been stepping up. What has impressed you the most?
Definitely. They know that they're coming into a program that, we've laid the groundwork as seniors and veteran players, and, as freshmen coming in, they know their roles. They know that they need to step up in order to help us any way that they can, and they've been doing a great job with that.
And now there are only a few more weeks left in the regular season play of your senior season. So how are you feeling?
A little bittersweet. I'm trying not to think about how much time I have left. I'm just trying to play day by day. We are having beautiful weather today. I'm just trying to take advantage of that, do whatever I can in order to help the team be successful.
And Sydney, now what surprised you the most this season?
I think the fact that we've been able to overcome a lot of obstacles. Unfortunately, we've had two starting players go down, and a lot of people have stepped up and, been leaders in that aspect. So that's been key, and our culture has been awesome. We get along so well, and I think that's what's driving us towards our success right now.
This weekend you're facing George Washington. What are you looking forward to?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to be back on our home field, hopefully to keep this winning streak going forward, and hopefully to, pick up where we left off against Bonnies.
Thank you. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
This weekend's 3-game series against George Washington will begin the final 7-game homestand for the Rams this season. The Rams will face off against the Colonials this Saturday with a doubleheader beginning at 12 and a single game on Saturday starting at 1. Be sure to follow the Rams on Twitter at Fordham Softball and head over to fordhamsports.com to stay updated. For WFEV Sports and Fordham Athletics, I'm Krista Filingeri.